Hi everyone, Peter Schwartz, Sports Bash at the Super Bowl here in Las Vegas, presented by TicketBash.com. We're at Radio Row. We've done some amazing, great interviews this week so far. I've really been looking forward to this one because I haven't seen this guy in a long time. We used to work together at Sirius and at CBS Sports Radio. One of the great sports talk radio hosts of all time, the man, Scott Ferrall. Scott, it's good to see you, buddy.
Peter, I hate your team, and I hate you. And we saw Howie Dennerop. Now listen, people don't know who that is. I have pictures of him snoring on the air in an airplane flying to Florida, and I have some compromising photos of him. And when I showed them to him, he said, "If you show that to anyone ever, I will have you killed." And I do have it, but you know, I think when I heard him snoring, it reminded me of you and myself now with sleep apnea.
Yeah, it's
now
a big
that I've
problem.
died, they put me on the machine.
Yeah, you recently had a health scare.
Health
and
scare.
You had
I
a
died.
heart attack.
I died.
Well, you had a heart attack.
My heart exploded, and I had open heart surgery. And when I went to the hospital, they told me I was 30 minutes from the morgue. They put me in an ambulance, drove me 100 miles an hour to the main hospital where the heart specialist was. He operated, saved my life, and then my wife said she wanted to bang him. He was really good looking. He was a good looking doctor.
Scott's a family show.
No, he was a fantastically handsome man. He had a Rolex, he had money, perfect teeth, tan, he was Greek, and he had an arm tattoo that I think really turned her on. And then when he saved my life, I did say to him that I didn't want to actually have relations with him, but I thanked him for saving my life. And then I never saw him again.
Scott said he hated my team, and obviously Scott is a big Pittsburgh sports fan from growing up there, and he's referring to the Islanders. And remember the one night at CBS Sports Radio, the Islanders and Penguins were getting ready to play in the playoffs, 2013.
Right.
You came into work with your Penguins jersey on. I came in with my Islanders jersey doing the updates, and we had that little playful photo, but I still hate your team.
Well, listen, I remember the story differently. I came in with a giant Stanley Cup, and since we've won 5 and his team's won 4, I effed with him, and he hasn't spoken to me since. So I remember, and I did it in back-to-back years.
It was hard to talk to you if you were in an ambulance.
Well, listen, the second year I came in with it in a row, like we did the other 2 times in a row, just like you won 4 in a row.
Yeah.
But it was so long ago.
5 finals in a row, too, 19 straight playoff series.
I was in elementary school.
Yes.
Okay, but when I brought it in back-to-back twice, then all of you hated me even more.
Well, because there were Ranger fans on the floor also, too.
They're communists. You're a communist, and so is Carver High. He's a fascist. I hate all of your teams. The only thing is, I hate your football team too. I'm a Steeler fan.
Well, there's nothing to hate about the Jets. We've stunk for how many years?
You and the Jets and the Islanders, and I hate the Buffalo Bills more than I hate you.
But you've liked working with me over the years.
I love you, Pete. You're one of my all-time favorites. We've worked together forever. I've known Pete like 35 years, and then he said to his partners here in the Super Bowl, he goes, I think it's more like 16 years. But everything for me is in
you live in
dog
years.
Dog years, because I died and came back like Jesus.
One quick question. I would like you to be positive about the Islanders. Do you like Patrick Waugh as their new head coach?
I do. Personally, I think he's a winner. I think he tells it like it is. He calls his shots. He calls players out. He yells. He's insane. And I think the best coach they had was Trotz. I think it was a horrible decision to get rid of him. They rue the day they did it. And now they have a guy, I think, that actually can make them totally legitimate again and dangerous. I thought Lane was horrible. And I think, Patrick, when he went to the Q, the Quebec Junior League, and won titles and ran it and owned it and managed it and coached it, he proved how great he can be. And people say, oh, well, that was in the minors. I don't believe that. You know hockey. I believe any guy that, so what's the difference between some great young coach in the minors that gets the call to the show than a guy that's been in the show that's won that many Stanley Cups that ends up getting fired and thrown to the wolves? They cast him out like he was the sinner. They were throwing stones at him.
There were some other issues that went on, but you're right.
He was crazy.
Yeah.
But you know what? Crazy's good. Bob Knight was crazy, and he won Olympic gold, Pan Am gold,
national
3 national titles, and he's crazy. Now, remember, Pete, I almost died within 16 days of Bob Knight dying.
Yeah.
Which would have been perfect for me, because if I would ever want to die next to someone, it would be him. He's my hero.
Well, you went to Indiana.
I went to Indiana.
So did you ever have any
I worked
conversation
for 5 years.
For 5 years.
I did the Bob Knight show, and I covered the team. The last game I covered was Indiana beating Syracuse in '87 at the Superdome for the national
That was the
title.
Keith Smart game.
13 down with 3 to go, and they won the game.
Unbelievable. We've been, both of us, football fans for the longest time.
Right. I've been to 30 of these in a
Well,
row.
this is my 9th.
30 in a row.
This is my 9th.
I was a lot quicker than Peter, and I made it to 21 more Super Bowls than him based on my initial speed. And now I'm old. I literally am 105, and I take pills. I have a pill box. My mother-in-law
You're
said
just
to
an
me,
old fart
she
now.
said to me, because I used to say, Kathy, don't forget your pill box. And then now she says, get your pill box, femboy. And I have to take pills
in
all
all
day.
the years that we've watched football, could you ever have imagined, number one, Las Vegas would have a team, number two, that we'd be sitting here at a Super Bowl in Las Vegas?
Over Pete Rozell's dead body, over Paul Tagliabue's dead body, over Roger Goodell's dead body. He was a phony too, because he never wanted it, and now he's swimming in it, billions of dollars. He's in bed with it, and I never thought I'd see the day that he would change like that, because when these guys say there's no gambling in the NFL, and then now there is, it's surreal.
Yeah.
When you walk into the media center, there's NFL slot machines.
Could you believe that?
I think in 5 years from now, when they come back to Vegas, they're going to actually have stripper poles at the Radio Row. Because I've seen slot machines. What would be the next? I think the next move would be to take it up a notch to strippers.
Who do you like in the game on Sunday?
I hate both teams. Dead. One, Niners winning a 6th Super Bowl is forbidden by law in the state of Nevada. Secondly, the Chiefs, all of their fans and their team and their coach, I hope they all have similar cardiac events that I had.
Do you like a prop bet at all on Sunday?
I like 1,000 prop bets, and I am betting on all of them. As you know, Pete, I have a massive gambling problem, and I bet every day on at least 15 to 20, 35, 50 bets. Last night I had 15 bets going.
Yeah.
I bet a lot of money. I'm dangerous. I'm irresponsible. I'm scary, and my family doesn't love me.
How's your basketball game these days? Because he would always come into work sweating profusely from his basketball league. Are you still playing?
11 titles, and now I can't play basketball anymore because I died. And now I'm not allowed to play until allegedly April. But I got to be honest with you, I am scared to play because I start sweating going to the bathroom, let alone playing basketball.
Yeah, I start sweating doing a lot of other things too.
If I walk from the tram to here, it's the longest yard. I mean, I got here yesterday, I was Fred Flintstone. I was so
Could you believe?
I remember the Fred Flintstone, the bullets going off of him.
Could you believe my older son Bradley's going to be playing college football next year?
I do believe it, because when he was 4 years old, he was the size of Mean Joe Green. He was already a NFL lineman at the age of 4. I've seen him grow up. He's a monster.
Yep.
And I'm proud of him. I know he used to go to Big Daddy's football camp.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And he's a big
boy. Is Big Daddy here? We got to try and track him down.
I believe your son is on a seafood diet. Everything he sees, he eats.
Well, he takes after his father.
And look at me. I gained 25 pounds since the surgery, and I'm actually good at it.
Yeah.
I eat everything I see. Last night I took a guy to dinner, and he had a salad like a femme. And I had a giant bowl of pasta, a salad. I had a rum. I had bruschetta. He's like, did you order this bruschetta? I go, I sure did. And I'm going to eat that too. And then he had a salad. This guy had like an Italian salad with cheese. And I'm like, what are you, on a diet? I go, give me the meatballs over here.
I think when we poll our viewers on social and on our website,
the
what is the
ever.
best interview of the week, I think we might have a winner here.
We might have a winner.
Scott, my friend, always a pleasure. Love you too.
Congratulations. I see some of us have the same guest today.
Yeah.
One of the worst thing about being here every year is the funnel cake of guests that everyone shares, and the people selling me.
Come on, be nice.
No, listen,
be nice.
How about yesterday? A guy, I had Jerry Rice's son trying to sell me lavender nose strips, and I was like, "Listen, bro, honestly, what is
Did you
next?"
get Baker Mayfield to talk auto parts? He was with Advance Auto
No,
Parts.
but
But he blew us off. He
I
didn't.
have a chick today talking Tampax at around 1:45. So
always good to see you.
Pete, I love
the
you.
legendary Scott Ferrall. It's Peter Schwartz at the Super Bowl Sports Bash, presented by Ticketbash.com. I don't know how we're going to top this
Don't
interview
say hi
the
to
rest of the
any
week.
of our old friends that we used to work with. Just you're the only one I want to say hi to. Make sure you tell none of them hi from me.
Okay, Scott Ferrall. We'll catch you again next time.